Okay, we're sitting up. We're looking lively. Like I am still currently writing on my novel, We Must War. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm ready to actually, go full throttle with the rest of the story. So how I'm doing it is I am breaking down, everything into acts, like act 1, act 2, act 3. And I gave myself, act 1, act 2, act 3 because I have so many ideas for my novel and I'm trying to condense it to just, focus on the first series and focus on the first actual like physical book because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I feel like that's the word of the year is overwhelming because as someone who thinks a lot, someone who just cannot focus on one thing, I need to learn how to focus and concentrate and follow through with things that I want to see happen in my life. So I like this sage. This is I'm not sure if it's blue sage or white sage, but it's sage and lavender. And if you have been watching my videos, you will know that I love lavender and vanilla. Those are my favorite smells. And this is my little, I guess you would call it, this would be my little ritual. Um, I would say that I am a spiritual person, not by choice, by the way. I think it was just like my ancestors saying, yeah, this is what you need to do because this is your calling. I guess that would be like kind of what the topic of the video will be a little bit. So I am one of those people who likes researching. Now, you would think I would be like this college major and I would have like all these accolades and degrees and stuff. No, I dropped out of high school like my 12th year. Then I went back for another year to try to finish and I didn't finish. And then I went to like a trade school. I never got any like, extra education. So, I mean, I feel like the information is literally at our fingertips. It's in our hands. It's in our pockets and I don't really need to pay thousands of dollars or go into debt, to get extra information. So I do research. I follow people that know more than me and I listen to them and I just soak it all in. But I was kind of I went off, but I want to say that I'm one of those people that likes to learn. Like when I was in school, I think the only subject that was like hard for me was kind of like math, but it was hard for me because math became, letters. And I was just like, but why are we doing letters? Like, can we just go back to numbers? Like I was pretty good at fractions and stuff. But anyway, so I'm saying that to say, spirituality just kind of like fell on me. I never went looking for it. I never researched for it until I knew that that was an alternative lifestyle. It was like, oh, so you don't have to conform to a religion. Be. You can just be a good person. You don't have to believe in a system of something. You can literally just be a good fucking person. You don't have to limit yourself. You can say, I think this is good and I think this is bad. And that's it. So, as I'm on this journey of like trying to be a better human being, it was like, okay, there's this alternative lifestyle. You can just be a good person this way. And this has been done for thousands and centuries. And you know what I mean? This has been going on for years. And it's always been like people that's, on the internet, it's like, listen, we've been doing this our entire life. It has only been interrupted by other people. And I'm like, well, let me see what that's about. And so I started researching. And I'm just like, okay, I like this. How this all came about was little things that my family was already doing. And it was like, okay, so we light incense, right? I don't know what black person don't like incense in America. Like that's just something that we do. We go to the Aki store or whatever. You go, you go down a street, an avenue, and they sell incense. But not knowing that that has been in our ancestry, in our lineage for centuries. Like, we've always lit incense. We've always done this. And so burning sage and stuff is just another form of that. It's not witchcraft. It's not, this religious thing. It's not spooky. It's an herb. It's a plant. You burn it to cleanse the air. That's what incense does. Like, a lot of stuff that we do today can be traced back. And it's like, dang, I did not know that. But it's like, how would I know that? There's no one to tell me that I should know that. It's just something that we always do. Like cleaning on a Sunday or cleaning on the weekend or something, after you had a busy week or whatever. That's things that we've always been doing. It's not really categorized as something that is special. It's just something that we always do. So spirituality for me is just doing something that's innate. It's just in you. There is no explanation for it. It's just your spirit guiding you and leading you down this road to do it. So I'm one of those people that I feel I hate it. I hate it, but that's what I do, man. I can't help but to feel things. And as I get older, by the way, this went out, so we're not causing any fire damage. And then why did that thing fell all the way down? Anyway, I feel so when I am, connecting with people and they tell me their story. Now, this is the thing. I must have like a welcoming spirit. I must have a welcoming face, a welcoming presence, an energy or something that, lets people let their walls down. So when people talk to me about their feelings and their, journey, I can't help but to put myself in their shoes. I may not say anything, but all the while I am downloading everything. And if that person ever asks me, what do you think? I am prepared for that question. And I want to give them the most conducive and constructive advice ever. And that is probably one of the reasons why I'm just like, therapy for me is not me sitting down talking to somebody who, have all this education. They're just going to give me a clinical answer. I need somebody that, is more wise than me and that understands, that's going to understand that there is something, and I don't want to use this word because I really can't think of another word, but supernatural about me. Like, you can see that somebody is not of this world. Like, they're not, they're not the typical human being. Like, and I feel like I felt like that for a long, long, long time. And I'm just one of those people that's like, I'm not ready to embrace it. Like, I feel like if one day I can predict the future or I can see the dead, like at that moment in time, like I'll probably like I would probably be a whole scaredy cat. But right now I know that is something that's going to happen. I can't control it. Right now I cannot sleep in the dark. I cannot sleep in quiet because I've tried that. And that is just the most like crazy experience. When I think about, connecting with ancestors and stuff, you're not going to always be in control of that. You don't know who's going to come through. Of course, everything is done with good intentions, but there are spirits out there that want to hijack that situation. And I feel like if I was to sleep with the, sleep in, total darkness and peace and quiet, I'm going to be taken over. Like, not possessed or anything, but, that's going to be the key to unlock everything. And it's just like, am I ready to let go? Like, I have that question. Like, am I ready to be this thing that I don't even know what it is. Like, of course, I watch all kind of supernatural stuff, all kind of witchery and clairvoyance and mediums. Listen, I know the whole download of it all, but it's like, am I ready to be that type of person? Like, I kind of want to still be normal, but I don't know. I know this, like, even talking about it seems like it's gonna make it like come to fruition or whatever, and it's like I'm scared. I'm scared because I kind of want to be normal. I just wanted to be, I wanted to be like Brandy and Aaliyah. Like, honest to God, like, I wanted to be a singer, a dancer, an entertainer. I wanted to be, I wanted to be Brandy. Like, I know I can hold a note. I can hold a note. So I kind of gave up on singing, but it's like, it was always something else about me that I saw being something else. And it's like, well, I can't put my finger on it, but yo, if I'm supposed to be like this Miss Cleo type of person, like I can't lie, I'm kind of rejecting it. But it's like I know I can't reject it for too long, because at one point it's just gonna take over, and that's just what it's gonna be. And I kind of remember like hearing kind of encounters that people in my family have this gift, and it's just like, I don't know if I'm ready or not for it. I mean, me knowing that it's there is one thing, but like taking it on, like, dang, like somebody giving you like, okay, you the role to cook the macaroni and cheese. I have the ingredients, but I've never made it. And y'all all counting on me to make this macaroni and cheese for this whole big event. Like, that's how I feel with this gift. And I don't know. It's just kind of like reaching out to me, but it's like I'm kind of like turning this in, like, I don't really want it. Like, not yet. But I know at some point I'm gonna have to turn around and I'm gonna have to face this thing head on. So I'm trying to get the information, I'm trying to download, I'm trying to accept it, but at some point I've got to stop letting myself get distracted by all these worldly things. And I know there's no turning back. There's no being just a regular person anymore. Like, I know, like, at some point I'm gonna have to like be on this like floating cloud, like, I'm like in one with myself or whatever. But that's probably why I'm just like, I've always felt like I'm this lone wolf. Even though I grew up with, an older brother and a younger brother, I've always felt like I'm by myself in this. Like, there's no one that I can really depend on and that's going to be there for me 100% of the way. Like, I'm going to always end up by myself. And look, here I am. So I don't know where this is going to take me. I just need to, embrace it at some point. And writing my book is really helping me embrace it, because I'm literally writing about human beings turning into these superior beings. And I feel like we all have that inside of us. Like, we just distracted, we polluted, and we shy away from it because we don't want that responsibility. Like, imagine Black people really having superpowers. Like, imagine the responsibility that we have to have now, because we can't just say, oh, white supremacy anymore. No, you have this power now to correct the wrongs. You can't just blame it on anything. Now you have the power to correct it. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening with me. Like, I have the crystals. See, look at that. I know that's the spirit, because a little flock came in here. But it's like, I have the crystals and I'm researching, and I haven't meditated yet, because I feel like meditation is just sleep for me. Like, I can just go to sleep and be like, whatever. But like, I'll have these visions in my dreams. Like, while I'm dreaming, I'm having these visions and they feel super real. And then it might not be a year from now, but it will come true. And then I'll have this deja vu feeling, like, fuck, this is happening. Like, I'll get this feeling of like, it's happening. I'm watching it happen. And then in my head, I'm like, I've seen all of this before. And it's the most craziest feeling ever. And I don't do no drugs. I want to say I don't do drugs. At one point in my life, I definitely was smoking, weed and stuff, but I had to stop because it was enhancing whatever it was that I was not trying to feel. I was not trying to feel it, so I had to stop because it was like I don't even need this weed to make me feel anything because I literally already feel it. Without it, I don't need it. And it was scary because at one point I was like, yo, this is making me like I don't know, I can't really explain it like this alternate universe. I was tapping into this alternate universe while I was on marijuana. And that's why I stopped because I was like, I don't want that. Like I want to stay focused on this one plane and we can just, let's get this one right. But, it's just like I know that there's something different. I don't want to say special, but it's something else that is over me, in me, through me, and I'm just like, what how can I just stop distracting myself to like fully engage in it? So that's I guess what I wanted to say because I'm like I've never really said it out loud. I never really like recorded myself expressing it because I know like once you say it out loud, that's it. Like that's the magic. Once you write it down, once you say it out loud, that's it. That is coming to life. So yeah, if anyone feels like that out there, comment and let me know because I need to know I'm not alone in this. Like, come on. So that's it for me. I'm Ashita Irene. Thank you for watching. Bye.